So I gotta ask the question: why do women feel as if it's so hard to go 50-50 with a man? Now, let me set the precedent by saying this. Do I agree that men should pay 100% of the bills? Yes. However, most men don't have the means to do such a thing. So a lot of women, I wouldn't say need to settle, but they need to find a way to become that help me, to help that man become great in that aspect, right? So, but for the men, I believe that if the man does not possess those type of funds, if he is not in that position where he can afford to handle all of the bills, that's something that he should strive to do. I 100% agree with that. A man should strive to be willing to pay 100% of the bills, and he needs to put himself in a position where he's able to get those type of funds and have that financial income where he's able to do such a thing. But why have we gotten so far from building a foundation? Why is it so hard to say, you know what? I'm going to be here with you. I'm going to build with you. I'm going to create this foundation so that way we can have this strong bond, and that way I can help you become the best version of yourself as a man, and then I can become the beneficiary of your success. Why aren't women thinking like that? Why do y'all feel as if this man needs to be already established in his life, and all you can do is just come in and then say, yeah, you know, I'm here, and you get to receive all of the benefits? Shorties, do y'all understand that shit don't work like that? Now, we're not talking about the anomalies. We understand there are situations where it happens like that. Understood. But that doesn't solve for the majority of people. So you have to resolve for the majority, not the minority. Are there situations that happen like that? Yes, we understand that. But majority of the times it doesn't happen like that. And there are men out here, you know, men with means, men of high value, however you want to look at it, who believe that if I'm going to be the one that's paying all of these bills, you going to have to do what the hell I say when I say it. If I tell you to jump, you going to say how the fuck high. Say I'm wrong. So men don't have an issue with paying 100% of the bills. The problem is, women, is that they don't think that you're worthy of being taken care of 100%, of your bills being paid 100% of the time. They don't think you're worthy of that. And so that's where we come to this crossroad, because a lot of women aren't worthy of it. You have women out here who are 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s with shitty attitudes, thinking they're 10s on top of that, thinking that they God's gift to earth. And shorty, you just average. And some of y'all, even the 2, 3s, and 4s, shorty, you below average. And you still think that you deserve this high value man, this man that makes 6 figures. Now, a lot of times, I know a lot of women say they want 6 feet. Now, that a lot of y'all be getting the 5'9" niggas, the 5'4" niggas, and these niggas got money. They can dress in all these different things too, right? But the problem is, ladies, y'all don't fucking listen. Men tell you, listen, don't dress a certain way because we don't want you to be seen a certain way. Stop hanging around your single ass, broke ass, hoish ass friends. Because guess what? Birds of a feather flock together, right? You might be a virgin right now, but if you continue to hang around hoes, you ain't gonna be a virgin no longer for much longer, right? So you have to pay attention to the company that you keep, because your single dusty ass friends are the ones that's gonna continue to keep you single and dusty, just like the rest of them. There was a video that I watched the other day, and it kind of proves my point. It was from tonight's conversation. This lady literally on live with the mic. She said that a woman should not give 100% in a marriage. A woman should not give 100% in a marriage, because she needs that 5% to focus on herself and build for herself and focus on the weightlifting or the things that the man may be lacking. That's what she need to focus on. Man, what the hell are you talking about? If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, you're supposed to give 100% on both sides. It's 100% on both sides. That means you're all in. You're all in a relationship. You're not 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You're all the fuck in. But I don't know what trauma that a lot of y'all have been through, but y'all need some real deal healing. Y'all talk about men going to therapy and shit. Man, listen, fuck that. Y'all, and to be honest with you ladies, I don't even think you need therapy. And if you do get therapy, you need to get it from a man and not another woman. Because a lot of those therapists a lot of those women therapists, they got some trauma too. They're going through some bullshit and they can't even keep a man. But they can sit there and tell you how to fucking operate, how you should operate. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. So, ladies, I'm gonna say this again. If you are a woman who wants to get married, you want to have a relationship with a man, you want to have children, you want to have this long-lasting, foundational built relationship. One, you need to become a wife first. We're not talking about becoming a wife once you get the ring. No, you need to practice being a wife before you become a wife. He who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Pay attention. He who findeth a wife. He didn't say one who makes a wife, one who findeth a wife, meaning you need to be a wife before that man even meets you. So that means you need to already be working on yourself. You need to be working on your behavior. You need to be working on what it means to be a wife. You need to be working on understanding and putting yourself around women that are successfully married. Not the ones that just are lollygagging around in relationships, but the ones that are successfully married, the ones that are happy in their marriages, the ones that are, they have this foundation and they have a strong foundational relationship with one another. And it's a healthy and successful relationship. They have the dynamic of what a strong relationship is supposed to be. And those are the people that you need to follow and need to start asking questions and hanging around. So that way you can put yourself in circles and in positions so that way you can get the type of man that you desire. It's not hard. And on top of that, for the men, you need to continue to focus on building yourself up as a man. If you aren't in that position where you aren't financially stable, you need to work on it. Find different skills, build on that shit. And continue to keep growing, continue to keep being curious as a man, and continue to keep learning. Build yourself up mentally, physically, and spiritually, and financially. Continue to keep building yourself. Like, none of this shit is hard. It's really not. None of this shit is hard. But I have to be honest, ladies. Y'all make it hard for a lot of these men. You got women trying to be men. You got men out here trying to be women. Ladies, y'all trying to compete with men. I don't know why, because it's not the same. It's never going to work. Y'all can never do what men do. There are things that you're great at, and you need to stay great at doing those things. Stop trying to do the shit that men do. Cause you see how it goes when a lot of men try to do what women do. It ain't the same. So instead of trying to compete with a man, why don't you join him and y'all can grow together and build together? So that way you both can be strong. That way you both can be successful. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I appreciate y'all. And make sure to tap into the live streams on every Tuesday night and Saturday night at 9:05 p.m. All right? Until then, I'll holla.